PlayOn, your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Los Altos Eagles against the Gunn Titans. Los Altos comes into this game with an overall record of 0-5, while the home team, Gunn High School, is 4-2. And we look first at the hometown Gunn Titans. We mentioned 4-2, 2-0 under head coach Dave Navarro. Began the season 2-0 for the first time since 2002, and led by a very good quarterback at Andre Guzman, a consistent, accurate quarterback, 13 touchdowns versus 0 interceptions. Great numbers for a high school quarterback. And Alex Richmond, he has a lot of great weapons to work with in that offense.
Yeah, he does, Joe. And junior running back Sean Lidster is one of those, along with senior wide receiver Kevin Sharp. And Lidster is coming off a 5-touchdown performance on the season. He's got 73 carries for 540 yards and 5 touchdowns, and 9 receptions for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's a great running back, can really run the ball well, and also comes out of the backfield, makes those receptions for Guzman. And Sharp, the senior wide receiver, he's got 23 grabs on the season for 344 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 2 great weapons for the Titans.
You mentioned Sharp. He also has a kick return for a touchdown on the year. We go back to Lidster, the big playability, good hands for a running back, also a 3-sport athlete. He wrestles. He also runs sprints for the track team. So a lot of great speed there out of the backfield for the Gunn High School Titans. High school team there, both of these guys actually very light on numbers. We also use that to turn to the Los Altos Eagles. 0-5, as we mentioned, 0-2 in league under a first-year coach, Rudy Alcala. And of course, we talked to the coach, and really, I mean, he's got to start to build the program from the ground up, and his first challenge has been those numbers, Alex.
Yeah, it has. We counted only 20 players suited up tonight, Joe, so right there, that's tough. And really the key tonight is for them to just continue to keep everybody healthy. I mean, you like to see some growth on offense and defense, but the numbers right now, that's so crucial. They even had a forfeited game earlier the year against Hollister, and so that's really been, hindering them here early on.
Yeah, that's tough for them. That forfeit against Hollister, they did have enough to play, had about 18, 19 players that could have suited up. Didn't want to risk it. Some kids were going to have to play through injury, so really tough decision, but the right decision. A decision they made early in the week, announced it on a Tuesday, and had the forfeit to Hollister. Tough go for the team, but they're starting to work together. Head coach Rudy Alcala said, yeah, the positive is he's getting these kids to start coming back to practice, start to really gel together and put things together, and he really thinks that he can start to construct a team under that base. It's been a lot of shuffling around with his line. He ended up with Daniel Orozco starting as a wide receiver. He's now a running back, and, getting those 100-yard games out of the backfield has been a big plus for this team.
Yeah, it has, and that's what you said, moving, there are still moving pieces on this team. With the numbers, you don't know what you have, and they only have 20 right now, and Orozco's been a nice addition to the backfield, and he's had a couple 100-yard games, and so we'll have to see if they can get the running game going tonight, Joe.
Yeah, and it's something you really want. I mean, you never wanted to see it at the high school level either way, but you really keep your fingers crossed, not just for Gunn, but especially for Los Altos. Those low numbers, you don't want to see any kids get hurt out there. There's a lot of players going both ways, and really for a program like this, trying to get things off the ground here with those low numbers, they can't afford to lose a player to injury. So it's something that, we'll have to keep an eye on tonight. Both teams, as we said, lower numbers, they're going to have players going both ways, so that's certainly a risk that both teams want to keep an eye on. We have a bit more to get through before this game kicks off, but for now, we're going to take a short break. When we return, we'll have our final thoughts and get you into this ball game here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on
Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Palo, Alto, California. I'm Joe Life alongside Alex Richmond on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup featuring the 0-5 Los Altos Eagles visiting the 4-2 Gunn Titans. And we had the coin toss at midfield. Gunn won the toss, elected to receive, and we'll be going from our left to our right to start this game. And Alex, we give final thoughts here, really. Of course, we look at the Gunn Titans. What do they need to do to be successful here?
Well, it starts with the most important position on the field, Joe. And that's quarterback Andre Guzman, the senior, almost completing 58% of his passes. And you mentioned that very impressive stat of no INTs this year, no interceptions. So I think if he can really control the game on offense, he's got weapons, not only in Lidster and in the wide receiver Sharp, but he's got 2 tight ends in Barry and Jorgensen that produce also. So I think it really starts with the quarterback tonight for the Titans.
And Michael Adries kicking off. We'll follow up with Los Altos in a bit as this one going towards Kevin Sharp near the 10-yard line, going to go out of bounds, and the flag comes for legal procedure.
You know, Joe, and for Los Altos, it comes back to the numbers, really. I mean, you need to keep these guys healthy, and anything on offense and defense that they can do positively. Anything that they can get going is a positive step, a step in the right direction for this program and Coach Alcala in his first year.
Yeah, you look at these league records and or these records coming into these games, and overall and league really, and you see sometimes those numbers throw you off. When the league play comes around, it seems like all bets are off. Everything goes out the window. Two teams that know each other locally, they played each other multiple times over the years, and of course some of these kids probably know each other from growing up. So it always seems like those records and things can throw you off here. So it's not to say that Los Altos could be a complete underdog in this ball game. As we see them reset to kick this one away here. Again, a dressier kicker, Kevin Sharp, one of your return men back deep. And he's coming up here, and we're going to let it roll. Going to be picked up right around the 15-yard line by his teammate there. And it's Tyrus Whitehead getting up to the 45-yard line. And we get our first look at the quarterback, Andre Guzman, and the Gunn Titan offense.
Yeah, nice return there by Whitehead. Needs to keep the ball tucked a little bit more, but he was able to get out to the 45, and great starting field position for the Titans.
As they get set here, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. And we wait for them to come to the line here for our first possession of the ball game. Guzman set with 2 wide receivers up toward the top of your screen. Now set under center. Dropping back and giving a handoff. And it's the fullback, Moreno Ramos, with a pickup up the middle.
Yeah, nice first play from the Titans. A little trap play, a little quick dive to the fullback, and they pick up the first down.
So big gain there from Moreno Ramos, setting up the offense here as they get into the Los Altos territory. Inside the 45-yard line, Guzman bringing it up to the line here. 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers says he drops back, and he's going to hand it off again. This one's Lidster, and quickly down the right side he goes. A first down plus a little bit more.
Yeah, Lidster putting his shoulders down there and running over that defender to pick up some extra yardage, and that's what we're going to see here from the Titans early on, Joe. I think they're really going to try to establish the run here and punish that Eagle defense.
Yeah, they have a great running game, and that really can set up a lot for the passing game, especially when you have a strong quarterback like that in Guzman, as he brings it up to the line here. So with the 1st and 10. Yeah,
and you don't normally see a fullback with 50-plus carries on the year, so they've used both those backs pretty routinely.
A diverse attack there. They drop back 1st and 10. Guzman throwing over the middle. This one's complete to his receiver, and going down was Whitehead. Another first down for the Gunn Titans.
Run set up the pass there, Joe, and they're able to complete that to Whitehead for another first down.
So we'll see how they move that around. You mentioned the 2 backs, very versatile. It's a balanced offense. The fullback gets a lot of carries. You also see the passing game of Guzman there set up by those first couple runs. So now they set 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Guzman from under center hands it off to Lidster, working towards the left side, breaks through a few tackles and fights his way forward. He's inside the 5-yard line and close to the goal.
And Lidster almost was able to punch it in there, but he's coming off a big game, like I said in the pregame, Joe. 5 touchdowns in that win last week. And he was talking about wanting to break the scoring record, which is 6.
Yeah, 6, which one of his teammates last year set that record.
Yeah, J.J. Sternod.
As they get set here, 10-11 left to play here in the first quarter. Guzman set with a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. From under center, he hands it off. It's Lidster again following his blockers, and he's able to stroll into the end zone. Our first touchdown of the ball game.
Great first drive from the Titans. One passing play that got him down inside the 15-yard line, and then some nice running from Lidster and Moreno Ramos.
Yeah, great running for them there as Sampson getting set to kick the extra point here to make it 7-0. Guzman the holder, the kick is up, and this one is good. So 7-0 your score. Gunn jumps on top early with 10:02 left to play here in the first quarter. So now it's...
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So
We're going to take a look at the Los Altos offense. We mentioned Daniel Orozco, the running back, who started as a wide receiver, has been giving them a consistent man out of the backfield to carry the ball, also led by Lambie Landman, their quarterback. So we will see our first look at this Los Altos offense if everything goes their way on this kickoff here.
And it would be great for the Eagles here to get a nice return, Joe. You know, anything that can kind of get their offense in a rhythm, get their team thinking positively with the 20 kids suited up tonight. So
yeah, going to be a battle for them. They have Anicial and Ruiz back deep to receive this kick from Whitehead. And here's a kick high and over in, and it's heading towards Anicial. Bounces on his own 10-yard line, or excuse me, in front of his own 10, and then goes out of bounds. So illegal procedure here, and we'll see if we get a re-kick.
I'd expect them to take it. They want the yardage here so they can kind of get something going here, Joe.
Yeah, you know, good field position. It looks like they are going to shuffle in the offense and take this one up for their own 35-yard line. So good call there from head coach Rudy Alcala to set his offense up with some good field position to start this first drive. Down 7-0 are the Eagles with 10:02 left to play here in the first quarter. Los Altos comes out with 2 wide receiver set. Split backs are behind him. And a little bit of jumping before the play. They hand it off. And the play to Cahan looks like it goes absolutely nowhere.
Looks like that was Membrano on the tackle for the Titans there, Joe.
Yeah, it looks like a total of about a 3-yard loss on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 13 from their own 32. 9:37 left here in the first quarter. Lamon brings it up to the line again. Again, 2 wide receivers set. From under center, dropping back, fires. The pass is bobbled by Kleiman. He's able to make the reception and gets a yard past the original line of scrimmage, bringing up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Joe, and that's one of those players that has kind of flipped positions here. We went from running back. He started off the year Kleinman did, and now he's a wide receiver, making a nice catch there for a 3rd and about 7 here coming up.
So we'll see what Los Altos has in the playbook for these 3rd and decent yardage, semi-long situation there. Anything beyond 5 yards you typically don't want. They get set with 4 wide receivers, so we'll see Lamon maybe go for another pass here. Set from the shotgun, dropping back, feeling the pressure, he steps forward, breaks away from one man, still spinning away from another tackler. Now he goes down. Furman the last man to hit him, and we'll see a punt upcoming.
Nice pressure there from the Titan front. Able to get that sack and force the punt, make it 4th and long. We haven't seen Orozco yet, have we, Joe?
We have not. Saw the only run by Daniel Cahan, then 2 passes, so see the punt upcoming here. Lamon also your punter, so we'll see if this opens up the opportunity for any fakes as this game goes on. Sharp, your man, back at his own 40 to return this punt. Here's a snap. Kick is up, and it's not a great one. Rolls in the 50, takes a great Los Altos bounce, and going to roll towards the sideline. Still going towards the 30, and looks like it'll die around the 31-yard line. Nothing doing for the Los Altos Eagles on their first drive, and with 7:44 left to play in the first quarter, Gunn will see if they can try to extend their 7-point lead.
Yeah, Joe, and I expect them to just keep pounding the rock. Heavy dose of the run here, and then really open it up. On the season, they have 8 different players who have caught a pass, at least one. So they do spread the ball around, have a very balanced offense, and it starts with Guzman, who's been very efficient this year.
As they get set up to the line of scrimmage there from their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for Guzman. He's got 2 receivers up toward the top of your screen, and he's going to get the delayed handoff there. As Marino Ramos bowling over another man after he got the 1st down and fights his way forward to about the 46-yard line.
Some hard running from Ramos and Another inside handoff to the fullback. And the fullback closing in on 60 carries, Joe, for the year. That's pretty amazing.
That is really great. The way they spread that ball around, you mentioned the 8 different receivers, both running backs with lots of touches. So much variety with this offense, especially when you think about the strength of Marino Ramos versus the speed of Lidster. Just 2 different looks for a defense to have to deal with. They get set with a 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line as Guzman going to hand off to Lidster, following his blockers towards the left side, has a seam, working down the left sideline, crossing the 40. He has speed across the 30 and pulled down from behind just inside the 20-yard line on the left side.
And on that play, I really noticed the offensive line for the Titans. They're really getting after that defensive line. They're making their initial blocks, getting to the 2nd and even 3rd level. I saw Francisco Morales there. He was 30 yards downfield looking for a safety to hit. So they're doing a great job here early on with their offensive line.
Yeah, the great blocking has been mentioned in many articles about Los Altos, and their offensive line does get a lot of credit for the holes they create for these running backs. They're set with the 1st and 10 from the Los Altos 22. As the Titans line it up, this time with the 3 wide receivers set. Guzman will be under center once again. Dropping back, firing quickly over the middle, and diving was his wide receiver. And that was Lee Zhao with the catch, and another 1st down for the Titans.
Yeah, there was a defender who had his hand up in the passing lane, just unable to get to that. And Zhao able to come up with his 9th reception of the year. He says 8 for 123 coming into the game, 9th on the year.
So another man with some catches there for the Titans. Coming up on 6.5 left to play here in the 1st quarter, and Gunn trying to extend their 7-0 lead as they're knocking on the door here from the 9-yard line. Guzman with 2 wide receivers dropping back, fakes a handoff, airs it out towards the right corner, and reaching up is Whitehead for the touchdown in the back of the end zone.
A great throw from Guzman, and the defender for the Eagles just jumping up a little bit too early. He might have had a chance to have a play on that ball, Joe, but Whitehead able to haul it in for the Titan touchdown.
So a little over anxious, the touchdown there. And now Sampson here to kick the extra point. Here's a snap, a little bit of pressure there, but Sampson able to drill it through the uprights. And we have a 14-0 lead for the Gunn Titans.
Another efficient drive, Joe, from the Titans, and Guzman, the lefty, able to cap that drive off with a touchdown pass to Whitehead.
Yeah, a good way to use the ball on the ground through the air. They moved the ball pretty effectively and kept the defense guessing there to extend it to a 14-0 lead here. So now we'll see if Los Altos can get that ground game going with Orozco on this drive.
Yeah, talking to Coach Akala, he said that Orozco was his back, and we haven't seen him yet. He didn't have any carries in that first possession, so we'll see if they use him more, if the Eagles use him more for the second possession.
Yeah, they need to establish a positive. Even if they don't score, they need to start getting the ball over into Gunn's territory, start to build up that confidence and keep themselves in this ball game.
Right, Joe. Any little thing like that can build confidence and can get the momentum going in their direction.
As Whitehead, the man with the touchdown reception, kicks it off in the direction of Inicial, who watches it bounce in front of him. Now it's picked up by one of his teammates on the left side. It's Ruiz, and Ruiz is up to the 30-yard line before he's wrestled down. And
heads-up play by Ruiz there, able to pick that up when the other man who was back there was just kind of looking at it. Ruiz came across his face and was able to pick it up and gain some yards out of that one.
So they actually mark him at the 29-yard line. And the Eagles will begin this drive. 6:07 left to play in the first quarter. Los Altos trailing by 2 touchdowns. Landman set from under center. We do see Orozco, the deep man in the backfield now. Taking the snap, they hand it to Orozco, following his blockers up the middle, pushing his way forward, and a good gain as he got across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so there he was, Orozco, 5-yard carry, and makes these next 2 downs a lot more manageable when you're looking at 2nd and 5, it looks like.
Los Altos lining it up here. And actually they call it a 6-yard gain officially. So Landman set from under center on 2nd and 4. He hands it off. It's Orozco again working towards the right side. This time not too much doing for him. And the Gunn defense able to swallow him up.
Yeah, and Fishahi there again. He had the tackle on the 1st down carry, and he's there again with a host of Titan defenders on that 2nd down carry.
So a gain of, say, a yard and a half. Set up a 3rd down and 3. Correction, 3rd down and 2 now with the official spot. From the 37-yard line, Landman bringing his team up to the line. 4:45 and counting left to play here in the 1st quarter. Landman takes a snap, dropping back, firing to his left side. It's complete to his receiver, has a 1st down as he was running parallel. It was Michael Adris with the reception.
Good job by Adris there. Watching the ball in, able to turn it upfield for the 1st down. I think that's what the Eagles need to do tonight. You know, stay with the run, and then a lot of those quick passing plays, slants, curls, things like that to get the offense, to keep the offense on the field and get them moving.
Well, their first down, certainly something they can build on here. They bring it up to the line, spot at their own 43-yard line. Landman set with 2 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 to the bottom. Taking the snap, rolling to his right, feeling pressure, pump fakes, then he's brought down in the backfield. Jorgensen able to get the sack there and push him back.
Yeah, and Jorgensen, that's his 6.5 sack on the year, Joe. He's been a force on the defensive line and picks up another sack there.
Well, pressure affects quarterbacks, and certainly the defensive line, that's the 2nd time they've gotten after Landman here. It's a 9-yard loss on the play, pushing them back to their own 36-yard line. 3:28 and counting left to play here in the 1st quarter. Landman set with the 2nd and 19. They send out 4 wideouts and Landman in the shotgun. Taking the snap, looking, steps up, looking to throw, and he's pulled down from behind once again. Furman able to get the sack there.
Another great job by the defensive line for the Titans. And you know, that wasn't a coverage sack because he didn't have that much time, but the coverage from the secondary, Joe, very good. They're just playing they're sitting back there in a zone, and nothing was really open there, and the defensive line able to get to him.
Yeah, Landman just not having a lot of time to make that decision either. Really what Los Altos can try to look here is just some kind of quick dump-off play, something to kind of establish rhythm and try to get that defensive line to be mindful of those quick plays. Landman setting the shotgun once again here, 3rd and 19 from his own 32. Taking the snap, fielding pressure, fires it towards the right side. He has a completion to his receiver, and a little bit of a face mask on the end of the play as Ruiz was jerked back.
Yeah, Joe, so another one of those quick plays, just a curl route that time. And they're going to tack on some extra yards here, a face mask on, I believe it was Ruiz on the reception. So he got his face mask pulled, and they're going to move the ball down the field here.
So a face mask isn't going to give them enough. But we'll see with the spot there. Was a 3rd and 19. And with the 10-yard walk-off on the play there.
And Joe, it looks like Coach Akala has decided to keep his offense on the field, and they're going to go for it here. 3rd down, though. 3rd down.
A 3rd and
Excuse
11.
me. Correction, yeah.
A 3rd and 11 from their own 42-yard line. The Eagles line it up just under 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Landman set from under center, rolling to his left, firing off balance and almost picked off. Kevin Sharp had it fall through his hands.
Yeah, dangerous throw there, Joe. Rolling to his left. He didn't square up his shoulders. He was on the run. Threw off his threw off his right foot there, and that's just a dangerous throw and a bad decision and a holding call on the Eagles.
So it doesn't help matters there for the Eagles. You would imagine that Gunn would decline it here and set up the 4th and 11 and possible punt. You know, you said the right foot was down. I'm glad you saw it. When I saw him throw, I didn't think he had any feet on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that, you know, at least his right foot was down because that's a correct one. But when you're running to the left, it's so hard to make an accurate throw, especially when you don't square up your shoulders. And that's what happened there.
Great point there. So we'll see Landman, a quarterback, also the punter, going to be kicking to Sharp, the man who just missed the interception on that last play. Minute 50, clock was stopped on the incompletion here in the first quarter. And a 14-0 score, as you can see, for the Gunn Titans. Landman getting in, he's going to boot this one away. A better punt than the last time. This one lands at the 40. Again, takes an Eagles bounce, going to roll inside the 30-yard line and roll towards the 20 where it'll finally die down. So Gunn going to go to work with their worst field position of the evening thus far.
Yeah, Gunn back to work, and I expect to see Moreno Ramos again and the junior Lidster continue to carry that ball.
Yeah, you assume the running game, when you have the lead there, you start to kind of work that a bit more, grind it out.
And the offensive line has done a great job so far, like we mentioned in that last possession, so I think they'll continue to do that.
So they begin their third possession of the game here. As dropping back, they're going to hand it off, and it is Lidster, this time tripped up after he crossed the line of scrimmage and worked his way forward for a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, shortest run of the night for the Titans. I mean, that's a good job by the Eagles there. Able to keep them from crossing that first down marker.
So we'll see with a 5-yard gain officially there. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Clock moving under a minute 10 left to play in the first quarter. Guzman set under center. Taking the snap, dropping back. Firing towards his right side, and bobbling the ball was his intended receiver, and it was incomplete. He's trying to hook up with Wade Berry.
Berry almost had it on that second chance there. He bobbled the initial toss, and on the way down, almost able to corral it, but falls incomplete. So third down and 5 here for the Titans.
Yeah, set from their own 25-yard line. Clock stopped at a minute 1 left to play here in the first quarter. Guzman set from under center. Dropping back, quickly firing over the middle. It's Sharp bobbling it and then drops it as he's hit from behind, incomplete. So 4th down upcoming, and possibly seeing our first stop by the Los Altos defense.
Great throw there by Guzman. He had to get it in a window. There was a safety on top who was coming down, and with the corner trailing underneath, and the receiver there just let it hit his pads. He wasn't able to catch it with his hands. And so there's going to be a 4th down for the Titans.
See Ruiz back to receive this punt from Sampson. Sampson standing near his own 10-yard line to boot this one away. Good snap, Sampson gets this one off, and Ruiz going to take it from just across his own 40-yard line, jukes inside, now going parallel towards the 50-yard line. He'll be pulled down just shy of the 50. So great field position for Los Altos to start this drive.
Looks like Furman almost took the ball away from Ruiz there. He's got to be careful, but able to get down at midfield, so that's where the Eagles are going to start. And like we said on the last possession, Joe, a lot of quick hitters. You know, keep the ball on the ground, and also a lot of quick routes, 5-yard routes.
Absolutely.
To keep the chains moving, to get something going.
Yeah, you want to see some swing passes, some screens, something to kind of spread that defensive line out and have them be mindful of that backfield, take some of the pressure off of Landman when he's dropping back to pass. He's set now under center on 1st and 10 from his own 49, and he hands it off. It's Kayan taking it, and he is pulled down from behind. Looks like a very short loss, maybe half a yard.
That was Dietrich Sweat on the tackle. He's coming off a great performance last game. 12 tackles, 4 for loss, 2 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. The game against Harker. So coming off a great game, making a great tackle there, a tackle for loss.
see if Los Altos can get this play off before the end of the first quarter. They're approaching 10 seconds left to play, and it does not appear they will do it. So Los Altos will let this one run out at the end of the first quarter. Your score, 14-0. The Gunn Titans are leading the Los Altos Eagles.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week. From your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Beginning the second quarter here on PlayOnSports.com on homecoming night for Gunn High School. So expecting to see a lot of the halftime floats and things that come along with the homecoming game. That's typical for the high school games here. 14-0 your score, the home team leading. And Los Altos will be facing a 2nd down and 11 from their own 48 to start this second quarter. So they get set here, 2nd down and 11 as we mentioned, and Landman will be set from under center once again. They set it with 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the formation, 1 at the top. Landman taking the shotgun snap, stepping up against pressure, hit as he throws, but he's still able to complete it to Ruiz, working his way forward, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, Landman hit hard there, but a great job staying in the pocket and delivering a nice ball to Ruiz. And again, just a simple in route from Ruiz, able to pick up a nice chunk of yardage on first down.
Yeah, really wasn't affected by the hit as badly as it could have seemed. He did take a bit of a shot as he was releasing it, but still had enough on the ball to get it over there. So actually a bit longer than I said at the beginning. It's actually going to be more of a 3rd and 3 situation here. And whistles come in, flags from in front and behind.
And they should call that defense, Joe. They should, but they're going to back up the offense here.
And waiting for the official call here. Los Altos already knows it's against them, it appears, by the way they started walking back.
I think it should be against the defense. We'll have to see what they call here. Yeah, illegal procedure. And I thought maybe a defensive lineman had jumped over, had caused someone on the offensive line to jump, but they didn't see it that way, and so they're going to be backed up here.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 8 here from the Gunn 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers set. Landman set from under center, and another flag comes in before the snap. Waiting to get the official call. Appears it might be against Los Altos again. And another illegal procedure. Always a tough pill to swallow for the offense there. They were moving, got themselves within range of a 3rd and short. And before 2 penalties back-to-back, push them all the way back. Now they're set with a 3rd down and 13 from their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough, Joe, and it's going to be even more of a challenge for them to try to pick up this first down. Maybe they'll open up their playbook a little bit here on this 3rd down and long.
So Landman with the 3rd and long will be set under center. 2 wide out set once again. Dropping back. He fires towards his left side, in and out of the hands of his intended wide receiver as he was trying to connect with Conrad Rogers.
Yeah, the tight end Rogers almost able to get that one, but well defended by the Titans. It would have been short anyway, but like we've talked about, any kind of completion, anything to get you positive yardage is good for this team who's really been struggling and off to an 0-5 start, Joe.
10:26 left to play here in the first half. Landman set to punt it away. Sharp, your return man, sitting back at his own 30-yard line. Landman able to get this one off under pressure. It's a good one over towards the 30. It's going to take another Los Altos bounce. Sharp has to let it go, and Los Altos will watch it die inside the 15-yard line.
2 back-to-back good punts by Landman, and so the Titans will be backed up deep in their own territory to start this 4th possession for the Titans.
With a 14-0 lead going to work here. They were stalled on their last drive, so certainly Los Altos wants to keep that defensive momentum here on this possession. Guzman brings it up to the line. Split backs are behind him. Blitz coming in, quickly hands off to Lister towards the left side. Gets through one tackler, moving up towards the 40, now down the left sideline. Still on his feet across midfield. Lister with the speed, and Lister in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Joe, great run there, and Lister, he's got speed, but he's got power too. And I think what really helps him on those runs there, we saw him get low and run through a defender. I think wrestling really contributes to that, being low, having balance, and he showed it there on that run.
Absolutely. You see that, the wrestlers understand their bodies so well. They understand their center of gravity. They understand how they can manipulate themselves to stay on their feet. It's different sports, but there are similarities that translate. I think you're absolutely right on that one there. He definitely used that ability to keep himself upright as he broke through a tackler. Now Sampson with the kick up under a little bit of pressure, but nothing to affect the kick. He's good on the extra point. It's 21-0. Gunn leading with 9:57 left to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and back to Lidster. Talked about he's a 3-sport athlete, and when he gets on the mat, he wrestles at 189 pounds, and he was 24-7 last year. He placed 3rd at league, and he was injured, so he couldn't wrestle at CCS. But that's definitely a contributing factor there, Joe, like we just talked about. Able to stay upright and know his center of gravity, be able to contort his body and stay up.
So great athletic ability, as you can see. Also running track, as we had mentioned in the pregame show, a sprinter.
And his father, a great athlete as well.
Yeah, his father, also a good athlete. Definitely a family lineage there at Lister has been continuing. So Whitehead going to be kicking it away. Ruiz and Anisia will be back deep to receive it.
Yeah, we got second.
Whitehead set, kicks it away. A good deep kick. Ruiz able to pick it up at his own 10-yard line and tries to follow a seam through the middle. A lot of dancing around as he crossed the 20-yard line.
Good job by Kishahi and Dietrich Sweat there on the kick coverage.
So Los Altos did cross their own 20-yard lines. They'll begin this drive.
That touchdown run a moment ago, Lidster's 2nd score of the game, both on the ground.
And definitely showed off the speed there.
Looking for that magic number of 6, Joe.
He's certainly well on his way. Los Altos will be set from under center. Landman looks like he didn't like what he saw from the defense and now has to burn a timeout. It'll be the first one taken by the Eagles. 9:51 left to play here in the second half and a 21-0 deficit.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
And certainly glad you're joining us here on PlayOnSports.com. We have seen these two teams from the Palo Alto area in their first league matchup here of the season. I should say their only one of the season. 21-0, Gunn leading with 9:51 left to play here in the first half. Los Altos just burned their first time out. They're just beginning this drive from their own 22-yard line.
The Titans doing a great job on the defensive line. We saw Jorgensen with a sack already to make that 6.5 on the year, and the linebackers also doing a good job. Sweat and Membrano doing a nice job.
Yeah, it's been good, consistent defensive pressure against the quarterback, and they've also done a great job against the run thus far. Eagles set with 1st and 10, Landman under center. Handing it off, and going nowhere was the back as he was trying to get Daniel Roscoe going.
Yeah, some misdirection there from the Eagles. Had two backs going two different directions, trying to fool the Titan defense, but not fooled it all there for no gain. Make it 2nd down and 10.
Clock moving under 9.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. So with the no gain by Roscoe, setting up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Lamond from under center, dropping back, pump fakes to his left, now tucks it, trying to take off up the middle. Defense wrapping him up. He was able to cross the line of scrimmage, and about a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, tough there. It looks like they had maybe 2 receivers out on routes there, so that was definitely it was going to be a coverage sack. Landman able to pull it down and try to make something out of nothing, but unable to really pick up any significant yardage on that play.
So 3rd down and 7 here from their own 25-yard line. Under 8.5 left to play here in the second quarter. And see if the Eagles can convert and keep this drive alive. Set with 4 wideouts, Lamnon will be in the shotgun. Taking the snap, Lamnon running forward as he felt the pressure. Now to protect the ball as he was brought down. And 4th down upcoming for the Eagles.
Yeah, and you know who made that play right there? That was Mike Jorgensen, the senior. Landman wanted to run outside, and Jorgensen just kept his responsibility. He kept him, turned him back inside, kept going upfield, Jorgensen did, and able to force Landman inside, and the tackle was made by a host of Titan defenders.
And according to the scoreboard, a loss of a yard, so officially another sack for Jorgensen. Now Landman set to punt it away to Kevin Sharp, who's standing at midfield. Getting the punt off under pressure, still a decent one. This one bounces, a neutral bounce before it finally rolls Los Altos' way and rolls out of bounds right near midfield.
It's the second time Hamada has looked like he could block it. Looks like he's jumping more like straight up in the air, Joe, than rather laying out to try to block it. I think he might be able to get to one here if the Eagles continue having to punt.
Certainly see if he can stretch it out there. Lamon has seen pressure, kicking the ball, throwing the ball. Sure, he's definitely had enough of the Titan defense thus far. 7:24 left to play in the first quarter, or excuse me, the second quarter. 21-0 as Gunn goes to work. Guzman set from under center, sends Lidster out wide, dropping back. He's going to fire over the middle, and this one over the outstretched hands of Zhao. Now flags come at the end of the play.
And Vera, the defender on that one, and I think their feet really just got tangled, Joe. I didn't see, there was no pushing or holding. Zhao just fell over, and that's what it looked like to me. They just got tangled up. Their feet got tangled.
Well, they do call pass interference against the defense, an automatic 1st down. So remember, in high school, it's not the spot of the foul. It's just a 15-yard penalty.
Right, maybe because Vera was kind of coming in. He wasn't playing the ball or anything. They didn't fall over because of that. And so maybe that's the reason that they that they called the pass interference.
So Guzman set 1st and 10. Now from the Los Altos 35-yard line. And whistles come in, and we have a timeout taken. It's a second one taken by Los Altos. 21-0 your score. 7:19 left to play here in the first half. Well, so far it's been tough for the Eagles. Haven't been able to get much going. Really, I mean, with this, it does become important here to try to get a stop on this drive, to try to build momentum here in this first half.
Yeah, and that timeout from Coach Akala really just to give them a rest, give them a spill. You know, they've been going. Most of these guys have been going both ways. We counted 20 players pregame when they were stretching, so that timeout just to give them a breather real quick. And like you said, a stop here is so crucial before halftime.
You really give kudos to those athletes there. Obviously, both sides, as we mentioned, light in numbers, but Los Altos more so. Having players go both ways, definitely a tough situation for all these young men, but definitely something that is impressive athletically that they're able to do so.
It really is. 35 guys on your roster to 20. It's quite amazing.
We'll get lined up here. Gunn sets out to the 5-yard line. Set under center. Dropping back, using play action. Firing towards his right, intercepted by Ruiz, coming back the other way. And he is pulled down at the 30-yard line, so a play for Los Altos and a chance to turn the tide. Late flag came in. It appeared after the interception.
Nice job by Ruiz. The Eagles just playing it too deep. Just playing too deep there. And Ruiz able to pick off that pass by Guzman. We'll have to see what the flag is.
Like an illegal block that occurred after the interception. So nothing that should affect the turnover. It'll still be Los Altos' ball. They just lose some yardage on the play after the pick. So exactly what the Eagles needed here in the second quarter. 7:09 left and a chance to try to put a drive together and cut this to a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that would be huge for Los Altos. They've been struggling, like we said, and they've been outscored through 5 games, 226-26, Joe. You know, they've been averaging, there were 2 games they got shut out. 2 they scored 8 points, and the other game they were able to get 10, but it's been tough, and it comes back to numbers. We'll see if they can do something here.
Well, Lamman set from under center and rolling out in correction. It was not Lamman, it was actually Matt Kleiman there on the keeper. So it appears we might have had a change up at quarterback here.
Yeah, I saw Kleiman pregame throwing the ball. And I know Coach Akala said he was a wide receiver, so I thought he was catching passes from Lamman, but he was actually throwing. And we see him come in here.
So we'll see if Kleiman can get something going for this offense here. They change up to a bunch formation and a little bit of motion before the play. And it looked like Daniel Cahan might have jumped.
That's always difficult, Joe, when you have another quarterback come into the game, the cadence is different, and that that kind of can throw the other players off.
Clock moving under 6.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Los Altos will be facing a 2nd and 14 now. And now you see Lamman back in the shotgun. Taking the shotgun snap, looking to his left. Now he's going to air it out deep down the sideline, overthrowing his intended receiver, Kleiman, by quite a bit. So good to see Los Altos set something up and take a shot downfield. Unfortunate for them on the overthrow. But something to keep the defense honest there.
Yeah, exactly. Landman showing that he can throw it down the field. Nice that he's got an arm. Just overshot number 6, Matt Kleiman.
So Los Altos set with a 3rd down and 14. Clock was stopped at 5:57 left to play in the second quarter after the incompletion. Landman set under center. Taking the snap, rolling out to his right, fielding pressure. He throws it away, waiting to see if they're going to call grounding.
Yeah, Joe, I think he was outside the tackle box there. I didn't see a receiver around. And another question is, was it past the line of scrimmage? But no flag.
Appeared to the referee that he did just get enough. I'll say it wasn't much. But sets up 4th and 14, and we should see an Eagle punt upcoming. Again, Kevin Sharp, your return man, getting a lot of work on special teams. He's crept up towards the 35-yard line in Los Altos territory. Landman gets away a good punt over towards the right sideline, takes a good Los Altos bounce before going out after it crossed the 45, it appears.
Yeah, Landman doing a nice job punting, not completely flipping the field, but kicking it far enough to make the Titan offense have to convert a few first downs before they can get inside the red zone.
So from the 48-yard line of Los Altos is where the Titans will go to work again. 5:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Los Altos trying to extend their 3-touchdown lead here before the end of the first half. Guzman up to the line with split backs behind him. 2 wide receivers as he's dropping back. Quickly dumping off, facing the pressure as Moreno Ramos has blockers in front of him. Works towards the right sideline. First down and a lot more as he crosses the 25 and is finally brought down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Joe, and he's got speed and power as well. We saw him finish the run there at the end, but that was very nicely set up by that offense, by the offensive line, I should say. Great job setting up the screen and a big play from Ramos.
Yeah, Los Altos really bit going after Guzman, and not seeing Moreno Ramos there with a full complement of blockers as he made his way behind the right guard and right tackle with that. And a big gain for them. They set up a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, dropping back as Guzman. Now he fires towards his left, incomplete as he was trying to go for Kevin Sharp, and is broken up by the defense.
It looked like that was Orozco there. Great play by Orozco, getting his hand in, and this Titan defense, this Titan offense, I should say, so balanced. 183 yards through the air, 140 on the ground, and they were able to pick up some pass yards there with the screen. Not really much of a passing play. It's more of it is a pass, but it's more of kind of like a run because you're getting it right from scrimmage there, Joe.
So it gets set here, dropping back as Guzman, quickly handing it off. It's Moreno Ramos working towards the right side, has some blockers working towards the goal line, fighting forward into the end zone for the touchdown.
And like I said, two plays ago, speed and power. When we saw him finish the run there, he ran over that defender into the end zone.
And so a chance to make it a 28-0 lead with 5:04 left to play here in the first half.
Offensive line opening up huge holes for these running backs, and Moreno Ramos and Lidster really taking advantage of it.
Here's the extra point by Sampson, right down the middle of the uprights, and good. 28-0 is your score. Gunn leading Los Altos with 5:04 left to play here in the second quarter, and certainly some great runs put together here by the Gunn Titans.
Yeah, when you have a fullback like Moreno Ramos, that can really open up your offense and make you dynamic, and that's what the Titans are. They're dynamic on offense, and they feed the ball to their fullback more than any team that I've seen this year. I mean, like we said, he's almost got 60 carries on the year. They set him up on screen plays, so he's not. I'd say he's not the prototypical fullback. Where he's big and not as fast, and more there to just kind of pound the linebackers.
Yeah, and he is versatile there. Honestly, you think he could be a running back at most high schools. But with the speed of Lidster, he is that second option as a fullback, but definitely does have the power to deserve that title.
Yeah, Joe, when I first saw his stats and he had over 50 carries, I thought he was like a second running back, and then I look and they had listed him as a fullback. I was really surprised.
And he has been in with Lidster on almost every single offensive play. Here's a kick now, taken up, and it's going to be Kleiman taking from deep in his own territory, following his blockers towards the right side, crossing the 25-yard line, still on his feet as he's pulled down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Kleinman doing it all tonight, playing receiver, playing a little quarterback. Nice return there.
Yeah, head coach Rudy Alcala has to get creative with that limited lineup, so you see a lot of moving players around there. So it'll be 4:55 remaining here in the first half, and Los Altos facing a 4-touchdown deficit. We'll try to trim it down here. Kleiman still your quarterback here, taking the snap, handing off to Kleiman, following his blockers towards the left side. And a good gain on the play there, say about 3 yards.
Yeah, and they went heavy there in the backfield, Joe. That was Paul Hernandez, number 55, who's listed at 5'11", 235, kind of a jack of all trades on their team. He plays O-line, D-line, running back, and middle linebacker. So when they put him back there, they're really trying to establish the run now.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Kleiman. Kleiman brings it up from his own 41-yard line. Taking the snap, they hand it off. This time it's one of the big men behind the backfield, pushing his way forward, and it was Paul Hernandez. I mean, we talked to Rudy Alcala before the game. Paul Hernandez was one of the guys that started to move around, was an O-lineman, a linebacker, and then they moved him over to running back and getting a snap there. Sets it up. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 here. Or excuse me, 3rd down and 6 from their own 44-yard line.
And they go heavy again, Joe.
Lamon taking the snap, faking the handoff. Now he's going to have a quarterback keeper towards the right side. Gunn sniffed it out, nothing doing there. And the stop by the Titans sets up another 4th down.
Yeah, Lamon kind of indecisive there, Joe. Just, you know, he's got all those blockers in front of him. He needs to just take it hard off the right side there. He kind of stutter-stepped and stopped and caught in the backfield for a loss.
Clock continuing to move, under 3:15 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. 28-0. Gunn has been dominating this first half. Lamon again sets it punted away to Kevin Sharp. Low snap, Lamon bobbles it, now picks it up. Now he's going to fire it over the middle, incomplete. Quick thinking by Lamon under pressure as he took a shot at the end of it. And so it goes down as a turnover on downs.
Yeah, smart play by Landman there, just to get the ball, just to get rid of the ball. But it looks like they're calling him down. Joe, I don't know. I didn't think he was down. That's where the Titans are going to pick it up at the 30-yard line. So not at the line of scrimmage. I didn't see that he was down there.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused, especially without a flag. Maybe an ineligible receiver or something like that would have been more a better explanation.
But no explanation.
I mean, he certainly is allowed to attempt the fake punt and pass it. We see it all the time in high school. You will see a lot of quarterbacks who also are able to punt the ball, and that sets you up for fakes there. So
yeah, I could understand ineligible man downfield, but nothing was signaled.
Well, 1st and 10, Guzman dropping back. Flag comes on the play as he airs one out towards the right side, incomplete, as he was trying to connect with the receiver there.
And I suspect that's a free play. We'll have to, it might be procedure, and it is.
And it is. It was Barry Wade who he's trying to connect with down on the right sideline. But wouldn't have mattered anyway with a penalty.
So a rare mistake from the Titans. I think that's might be their first penalty of the night, Joe.
And indeed it is. So good discipline for the Gunn Titans here. 2:36 remains here in the first half. Remember, they have their full complement of timeouts with this 28-0 lead.
Guzman taking the snap, dropping back, pump faking, under pressure now, breaking away from one man, throws under pressure, nearly picked off as the pass was dropped by Aaron Williams, incomplete.
Yeah, dangerous throw there by Guzman. You know, he did a nice job to keep it alive, but he needs to just throw that one away. It looked like he was outside the tackle box to me, and so just let that one go.
And
Good job not taking the sack, though.
Yeah, it was smart not to take the sack. As you mentioned, he should have grounded it. We almost saw his first interception of the season right there, so one of the rare mistakes you would see from Guzman. They bring it up here, 2nd down and 15 from the 35-yard line of the Eagles. Taking the snap, he hands it off as Lister this time, working towards the right side, breaking through the first level, fighting forward, and he has a first down plus some more.
Lister, hard piece of running there. Good job from him to. He just runs hard every time. He's got that speed, and then he finishes the run. Him and Ramos do a good job hitting the hole hard and finishing the run at the end.
Clock moving under 2:15 left to play here in the second quarter. And once again, Titans in the red zone, a chance to extend this 4-touchdown lead. Andre Guzman set under center, fakes the handoff, airing it up high towards the right side, and that pass, was it in? Yes, for the touchdown, as he's able to connect with Tyrus Whitehead. Second touchdown for Whitehead on the evening.
Yeah, Whitehead, nice route, just a 9 route, and he was able to beat his defender from the beginning, and a good throw by Guzman as they go up PAT pending at 35.
Yeah, that's on Sampson to make it that 35 as he's set to kick this one perfect on the night so far. There's a snap, the kick is up, and it is good. 35-0, the Gunn Titans lead over the Los Altos Eagles.
Yeah, balanced attack, Joe. 2 touchdowns through the air to make it 15 on the year for the senior quarterback Guzman, and 2 on the ground. A nice job so far here on this homecoming as the students here at Gunn get ready for the homecoming festivities with the floats. And I thought the floats were a thing of the past, Joe. I never had floats at my high school.
You know,
it looks like they have a homecoming king and queen too. It looks like, yeah.
I've done a couple years. It seems like it just kind of varies by the school. It's just kind of an on and off thing. Certainly Gunn partaking in the tradition here and also enjoying a comfortable lead here for their team. We also will have the traditional homecoming king and queen halftime festivities as well. We apologize that you'll probably miss that. So Whitehead set to kick it away. And a high kick end over end, and this one is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And so Los Altos will start from their own 20-yard line. Fans getting excited, standing up on the bleachers, ready for the halftime show.
Yeah, Joan, with under 2 minutes left, the Eagles trying to get, some sort of rhythm on offense and any sort of momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, at this point you are trying to build, you are just trying to put anything you can together. Some sort of positive to take into the locker room at halftime. Lyman bobbles a snap. He's able to pitch it to the left side. Orozco working forward and picking up a gain of about 4 yards.
Nice job by Orozco there. Able to pick up some good yards on first down. And, I'd like to see them go back to that heavy set. I know it tells the team that they're going to run, but they can try and establish a run game, bringing an extra lineman, really. We saw Paul Hernandez back there in the backfield.
Yeah, you saw them really do it, get a better establishment of the run game there with that heavier set, and something that they could kind of build a rhythm off of. Minute 16 left to play here in the second quarter. Lamman taking the snap, handing it off up the middle. It's Cahan fighting his way forward. Very close, and he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, good job there. Just an inside handoff, and the Eagles able to pick up a first down.
But the clock did not stop initially when the sticks were being moved. So they do pause it briefly. Now it's moving to 50 seconds and counting. And so Los Altos here set 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Lyman set from under center, I formation behind him. Handing it off up the middle. And Orozco fighting his way forward. Breaks through the pile and actually got himself about 1.5 yards to 2 yards shy of the first down. And it appears Los Altos might have burned their last timeout, and indeed they did with 19.3 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Last 3 plays from the Eagles have been good on the ground. You know, they've been able to get a first down, and then Orozco there finishing that run quite nicely. You know, the only negative, there's only 19 seconds left.
So we'll see, basically Los Altos, certainly time for 2 to 3 long shots downfield. We've only seen them take 1 shot so far.
We saw Landman can air it out.
Definitely can, as he overthrew his intended receiver. And we'll see what Los Altos has up their sleeve right now. And you think down 35-0, you're out of timeouts here in the second quarter. Certainly, I mean, either work towards the sidelines or you try to take the big shot. I mean, at this point, I don't know, do you even just pretend it's the end of the game and go for the hook and ladder?
Yeah, you could, you know, that would be a nice play to run here at the end of the first half, but the defense for the Titans, they're going to have some guys back. I'd say a couple of sideline shots and then take a deep shot down the field. Because 19 seconds, you have time. You're going to get a first down here, so you have time for a few more plays.
Lyman set under center. It's a 2nd down and 1 as he drops back. Good protection this time as he fires towards the right side, and diving was his intended receiver, and they're going to say that the catch was made by Ruiz for the first down.
Ruiz, a great route there as he stuck his left foot in the ground and drove back to the 45-yard line and then had to lay out. And so the clock continues to run here, so it looks like...
And Los Altos has to hurry. They may not get this play off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in time they get the snap off. It's a handoff to Orozco working towards the left side, running forward, and he will get up just shy of the first down by about 2 yards. Not that it matters as that runs the clock out. And we reach halftime here on PlayOnSports.com. Certainly a back and forth game. It is what we wanted to see, but have not seen that thus far. So with that, again, 35-0, the Gunn Titans lead over the Los Altos Eagles. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com halftime show coming to you from Palo Alto, California. Joe Lawhiff alongside Alex Richmond. Our halftime score 35-0. The hometown Gunn Titans are leading over the Los Altos Eagles. And Alex, we look at what's been a very good first half for the Gunn Titans, and certainly a lot of scoring for them, as a 35-0 score indicates.
Yeah, Joe, very good first half, very balanced attack, like we expected on the season. They throw for about 183 yards a game and 140 on the ground, and so far Guzman, 2 touchdowns for Guzman, but his first pick of the year, and the backs have been, have performed like expected. 1 touchdown from Ramos and 2 from Lidster, so they've really spread the ball around, and also 2 more from Whitehead, I should say, also. So they've spread the ball around. They've tried to hit their tight ends too, in Wade and Jorgensen, and so really great first half from the Titans, and they played well on defense too.
Yeah, defense shutting out the Eagles so far, who have not had a lot of success moving the ball. Penalties have caused them issues. They've seen a lot of pressure from that Titan defensive line, and really the only team they really seemed to get going was a bit of the running game.
Yeah, they were able to get a bit of a running game going, the Eagles were, and that was pretty much at the end of the second half. They had 3 running plays there in the second half that were very good, and some of their best of that half. And also when they went heavy, when they brought in number 55 Paul Hernandez into the backfield, and they had 3 backs in the backfield. They started to get it going a little bit more, but it comes back to the numbers and to have shuffling people around, shuffling quarterbacks in and out. We saw the false start penalty, and so it's been a tough going, like it's been all year for these Eagles, but they don't quit. And talking to Coach Rudy Acala before, that's what he said. He said they keep coming back. They keep going hard at practice when we can get everyone there, and they don't give up. And so that's going to be the key here in the second half. Just keep fighting in this game and try to get something going on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, really hats off to Rudy Acala for what he has done with this team. He's talking to us before the game, and we had a good amount of time to talk to him. Really one of the things he talked about, as we said so many times in the pregame show and during this game, the numbers that have been the issue for them. He's had sometimes only 15 guys out come out to practice, so he's really had a tough time working that. And of course, you can see the things with shuffling players around, with not having substitutions. Obviously, players are going to get tired, but the shuffling around does cause the inconsistencies. You mentioned the false start when Kleinman was in at quarterback, and really just there's not a lot of solidarity sometimes when you have to move people around so much to make all the pieces fit. Injuries have caused problems. That's a reason that they forfeited the game to San Benito Hollister. And so really, it is a tough task ahead for Rudy Acala in his first season, and hopefully for him and for Los Altos, they can build out in the upcoming years and get better participation from the school.
Yeah, definitely, Joe. And we sound like a broken record when we keep talking about the numbers, but that's what it is. Coach Acala, we were talking to him, we were trying to get some other stuff out of him, some more, information about the team, but all he could come back to was they don't have anybody. They can barely practice. But I think he's going to, do a good job. He's trying to bring the community back into it, because, he said it's a real community building sport, it is. And when he played, the town would shut down. Mountain View would shut down. Everyone would come to the game. So he's trying to really get the community involved and get them behind the Eagles.
Yeah, he had mentioned bringing his players into art and trying to get them into an art and wine festival, perhaps get them to staff and work in the community, get kind of the recognition, and get his team really in the public eye in Los Altos there. So we'll see, obviously, with the upcoming years. It's still his first season. He still has opportunities to grow that team in the community, really reach out and maybe start to have some kids who are watching this team and saying, hey, when I get to high school, I want to play football. So certainly a task ahead for him, but he certainly seems like he can be capable to pull that off. Well, for us, that's going to do it for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football will return in just a few moments with the start of the second half, right here in your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total.
Presentation of Friday Night Football live from Palo Alto. I'm Joe Lauderdale with Alex Richmond, where the Gunn Titans lead the Los Altos Eagles 35-0, as we will see Cyrus Whitehead getting set to kick it off to start the second half of this ball game. So Los Altos with the ball first, an opportunity to try to establish that rhythm they could not find in the first half of this game. And Alton Ruiz will be back to receive the kick. Correction, that's Kleiman back there, along with Ruiz. And there's the whistle to start this second half. Whitehead with a good kick. Ruiz back near his own goal line, able to reel it in. Now he heads forward as crossing the 10-yard line through the middle of the field across the 20 before he is brought down. And so Los Altos will begin their first possession here in the second half.
And it looks like it's going to be Lamman at quarterback. We only saw Kleiman for a few plays there, Joe, but Coach Akala sticking with Lamman, his quarterback, listed at 6'2", 180 pounds, to start this first drive of the second half.
And really, we got to see if there is going to be anything to kind of change up the offensive game plan here. If they try to do any quick dump-offs, anything to try to stave off the defensive pressure that they've seen so far. Lamman handing off to Roscoe, working towards the right side. He's hit by two men after he crossed the line of scrimmage, and a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Joe, quick hitters are really your best bet. And, keep it on the ground, and then you have, like we talked about before, just the quick routes, the 5-yard routes. Because if you try to drop, if you have, anything more than a 5-step, or I wouldn't even see a 7-step drop, I don't think, but you get those longer drops, and then you're going to get coverage sacks. We've seen the defensive line really do a great job getting to the quarterback, and so these quick hitters are going to be what the Eagles need to run.
So they're set with a 2nd down and 5. Roscoe officially had a 5-yard gain on that, and Lamman taking the snap, handing it off up the middle. And fighting forward was a back who we didn't see going into the pile, and it looked like it was actually the big man, Hernandez, taking it. Short gain on the play, about 2 yards there, setting up the 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, when you have short yardage like this and you got your big boy Paul Hernandez in the backfield, why not give it to him on this third down? And if you get, within a yard, might as well give it to him again. I know ideally you don't want to go for it here on fourth down, and they shouldn't unless it's real close and they think Hernandez can push it over. But we'll see what they do here on this third down.
Yeah, it's been crucial for them to not get a penalty. They had a situation before where they shot themselves in the foot. Here, Lamon takes a snap, handing off. It's Orozco working towards the right side, following his blockers. He got across the line of scrimmage, but I don't think he got enough for the first. And no, they're going to say he fumbled the ball and turned it over to the Titans.
Yeah, Membrano was signaling to the sideline. I thought somebody was hurt, but in fact, they had the ball, and so it's going to be a first down for the Titans here.
The fumble by Orozco, and certainly not what Los Altos needed. The turnover deep in their own territory. And now Gunn with a commanding 35-0 lead and 9:14 left to play in the third quarter will go to work here to try to extend.
Yeah, and the play caller, Guzman, ready to go to work. 2 touchdowns in the first half with that first interception of the year.
He's set under center with 2 wideouts, 2 backs behind him, faking the handoff, airing it out towards the left side. Jumping is Sharp, able to reel it in on the left sideline, just shy of the 10-yard line, and a big first down.
Yeah, first reception of the game for Sharp. We've seen him go Sharp's direction a few times, and Sharp just unable to haul those passes in, but he gets his first catch of the night.
And so he sets it up. It'll be a 1st and 10. They actually spot him at the 11-yard line.
And a good job there by Sharp adjusting his body as it was kind of thrown to his back shoulder, so able to open up his body and catch that ball.
So getting set here, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line of Los Altos. Guzman set under center with split backs behind him. Handing it off as Lister, following his blockers towards the right side, hits one man, breaks through 2 tacklers, in for his 3rd touchdown.
I mean, he is a hard runner, Joe. Running over defender, dragging Ruiz into the end zone. He's an impressive running back, only a junior.
Yeah, certainly a bright future for him here at Gunn High School, making it a 40-0 lead here. And it appears they may have already gone to the running clock here as it continues to tick down, under 7:45. So Sampson set to kick the extra point here. Guzman the holder, kick is up, and it is good. Sampson remains perfect on the evening.
Another quick possession resulting in a score from the Titans, and they've been very efficient tonight, Joe. Both through the air and on the ground, and their line has been able to open up those holes for those running backs. And like you talked about in the first quarter, that running game opens up the passing game. That's what we've seen here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good balance for that offense and just attacking very well. And so Gunn having a lot to enjoy on their homecoming evening. We had the halftime floats come through here. Really got to say, for not expecting much, it was really an impressive display from all of these different classmen.
Really, really was, Joe. Some great floats. Some nice cars out there, too. A couple BMWs, a Lamborghini.
Yeah, that was
driving the homecoming king and queen nominees around.
Yeah. There's 2 lucky kids that got the Ferrari. I think the rest of the kids might have been jealous of them.
And as they're singling upstairs to keep the clock going there, the Gunn sideline, as it had stopped momentarily.
Yeah, there was a referee back near the goal line that had waved it stopped before the kick. Here's a nice kick by Whitehead towards the end zone. It'll go automatic touchback here in high school. It'll be set up from the 20 for the Eagles here.
And the important thing here for the Eagle offense is, not to give up. And that's a theme we talked about with Coach Akala. It's been so tough for them, and just to continue fighting. Doesn't matter what the score is. You just try to execute every play, to the best that you can. Try to be excellent on every play.
Yeah, really you just want to try to establish something. You want to build here. I mean, obviously the game getting a bit out of hand for them. So Los Altos just wants to build the positives and try to build a learning experience from this as they get set here on 1st and 10. Lamon going to hand it off. and not much doing as it was it was Kayan who took the handoff.
And Francisco Morales in on that stop with a few other Titan defenders.
So less than a yard lost on the play. They called a second and a long 10. Clock still moving, under 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Landman over to the sideline. Or correction, no, he's behind center. Taking the snap, quickly firing towards the right side. Ball is tipped, nearly picked, and then finally wrestled away. Incomplete as he was trying to connect with Kleinman.
Yeah, there's a quick hitter like we talked about, but Landman kind of looking at his receiver the whole time. You know, he was locked onto him from the beginning, and that's why that defender able to get a good jump on the ball and almost intercepting that pass.
Clock moving towards 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Los Altos set with a third and a long 10. Lyman from under center. Gonna hand it off. It's Hernandez again, working towards the right side. Still nothing doing. And he may not have gotten a gain off there.
Yeah, even the big fella can't move the pile a lot. And that's tough when it's kind of, you know, your offensive line can't create anything for you and you got to do it all yourself, even when you're a big guy like Hernandez.
Well, I did say he actually eked out about 2 yards, making it a 4th down and 8. Again, Sharp coming in for the Titans. He's standing at midfield to return this punt. Landman back to kick it away. Landman gets the punt off. It's an okay one that's going to bounce short of the 50. Sharp was looking like he's going to go for it near the 40 before he let it go. And it'll take a Los Altos bounce all the way down to the 32-yard line where Hernandez downs it.
Yeah, so Guzman and company back to work here. Second possession of the second half here, and Moreno Ramos and Lidster, are going to continue to get the rock here. And actually, Lidster is going to come out, and we're going to have Forrest Larson's going to come in for the first time on offense, listed as a fullback.
Yeah, I'll see. They try to get some of the understudies in here. Guzman set under center. They will hand it off to Larson, working towards the left side, has a seam, working back towards the right. Flag comes in on the play as he crosses midfield. One man to beat it. It looks like Larson will do it. A touchdown barring the flag as he somersaults into the end zone. And yes, another flag for the unsportsmanlike.
And I think it's going to be a holding back here, Joe. It was in the vicinity of holding, and even if that wasn't a penalty in the holding, you can't. If you're Larson, you can't do that. I mean, you're up 42-0, and looks like it's going to be called back most likely. We'll have to see. There's another flag around the 35-yard line.
I think that might have been tossed on the somersault by one of the back judges there. So we saw 2 flags after the somersault. We saw the flag where you would think was in the area of holding, and I think Larson will probably get an earful when he gets to the sideline.
He will, Joe. And you get your chance to come in the game. You break off a big run, and you don't want to end it with a somersault like that, especially when you're up 42-0, and it is going to come back.
So we'll see what we get here first. There's the hold against the offense that negated the touchdown. And then looks like there was unsportsmanlike, but it seemed like the referee signaled first towards the defense, then towards the offense. We do have the running clock in effect. It's down to 1:40 and counting left to play here in the third quarter.
So it looks like Lidster and Ramos, looks like their nights are done as they're going to try to get some other backs in. And Sharp is on the sideline as well, who only had 1 reception tonight, but it looks like him and Whitehead also, the other wide receiver who's got 2 touchdowns in the night, are done for now as they're going to get some as get their backups in. Excuse me.
Yeah, Guzman will still remain your quarterback here. There's a bit of confusion. Now they get the spot there. So it'll be from their own 34-yard line. Referees are still conferring a little bit on the spot of the ball. Now they're going to move it back. I think they figured out the hold and now wanted to get the unsportsmanlike there. This takes a lot of time. We're now down under 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And they get the ball set inside the 20-yard line now, on their own 19-yard line. Still first down, and about 25 is what they indicate on the scoreboard. And with the running clock, this will probably be the last play either team gets in the third quarter. Guzman lines it up. Larson, the deep back behind him. And he does hand off to Larson, working towards the left side. Hit by two men, stays on his feet, still scrambling forward. And a good gain there for Forrest Larson.
Yeah, these Titan backs really do a good job after contact. And that's so important. You know, they get hit, they stay up, they're able to keep those legs churning and get extra yards.
The quarter 42-0, your score. The Titans leading over the Eagles here from Palo Alto, California.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. We'll have a running clock with the 42-0 score that Gunn has over Los Altos. So get to see some of the younger players or the understudies here for Gunn High School. Forrest Larson looking to be featured a little bit. Sophomore running back. As he's been in on several handoffs here. We've seen a few players rotate in and out and get the high fives on the sideline for Gunn.
Yeah, even some linemen getting into. Thomas Sturnod is now out, who's a tackle and D lineman. He's on the sideline. So a lot of guys who don't normally get opportunities getting an opportunity here in the fourth quarter.
And certainly enjoyable for those guys after all the practice and the time sitting watching. They get a bit of action in the varsity game. So a chance to develop some of your younger players with this larger lead. So we get set to start the fourth quarter. Gunn set, it's Guzman set on a second down and 15 from his own 28-yard line. Giving the handoff, and it's a man working down the left sideline. Two men to beat. Down the left sideline he goes. Calvin Membreno finally pulled down from behind near the 5-yard line.
Looks like that's going to be a horse collar. What do you think? Was he pulled down from behind like that by Ruiz?
Hey, he's pulled down. I didn't quite see the penalty there, so I'm going to have to wait and see what the referee has.
But a great burst of speed from Calvin Membreno, the 5'9", 170-pound senior, who gets most of his playing time on defense, but able to get an opportunity here on the offensive side of the ball.
And they do.
Yeah.
A horse collar there. Clock moving under 11 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter.
So that moves it even closer to the goal line, and maybe Larson will get a second chance to punch it in and decide not to do his somersault this time and get in, for the score.
Yeah, let's see what the younger Titans can do here. Guzman set under center, and he is just going to take a knee. So we see more of the gentlemanly approach here from Gunn.
Yeah, Joe, when they line up in that formation with Larson and Membrano so close, they're about a yard behind both the guards. I didn't think anything else was going to happen besides that kneel down.
Yeah, the victory formation coming in early here as we're approaching 10 minutes left to play. And so Gunn taking the right approach here and not running up the score. Obviously, this game is well in hand with a 42-0 lead.
Yeah, Joe, and that's actually pretty classy, you know, to kneel it here. You know they're short on numbers, and you know you could, you know, if you wanted to, you could most likely pound it in for a touchdown.
Guzman waiting till his linemen are all set. And another knee taken. Third down and goal upcoming.
Interesting to see what they do on fourth down, if they decide to kick a field goal or if they're just satisfied with pinning the Eagles deep in their own territory, knowing how their defense has played tonight.
Again, they run the clock down as much as possible. They cross 9 minutes left to play. And Guzman takes another knee. Fourth down upcoming here, so we'll see if they're content just to take the turnover on downs.
And I think they might, Joe. I think they're just going to.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the right call here made by the Gunn Titans. Not running up the score, and also no reason to take any risks for injury for either squad. And indeed looks like they'll line up just to get that turnover. And there's the last knee there, the turnover on downs. Clock is going to move under 8 minutes left to play as the two teams shuffle in and out personnel. And you can see how it is for Los Altos and Gunn. Gunn shuffling most of their offense and defense in and out. Then you see about four Los Altos players sub in and out.
Yeah, so the Eagles back to work here. Still trying to get something going in a positive direction for their offense.
Landman taking the snap, hands off to Kleiman, working towards the left side. Bumps into his own man as he fights forward. And Kleiman looks like he might have picked up about 6 on the play.
Good job from Kleiman there, and him. He's going back to his original position where he started off as a running back at the beginning of the year. So Kleinman really doing it all tonight.
Clock is moving towards 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. Second down coming up for the Eagles here. Taking the snap, they hand off to Orozco, following his blockers. A wrap-up initially by the defender as they bring Orozco to the ground. He did get the first down, however.
Yeah, you said it, Joe. A nice initial wrap-up, attempted tackle there by one of the Titan defenders, and able to hold them up long enough so the Titans could rally to the ball there.
Looking forward, Gunn will be facing Cupertino in Cupertino. Los Altos will be going against Monte Vista. That'll be at Monte Vista as well. Coming up on 6 minutes left to play in the ball game. They set up on 1st and 10. Landman hands it off up the middle. Diving forward is his back. Looks like it's Anisiao with the carry. And the short gain on the play. Second down upcoming.
The Eagles doing a nice job so far early on. in this drive, moving the ball. I mean, they have a second down and manageable here. You'd have to think that it would be 4-down territory from here on out.
Absolutely no reason to punt from here on out. They're set with a 2nd and 5. Landman takes a snap, hands it off. It's Kleiman working wide towards the left side. Has some good yardage. He works his way forward. A first down plus a lot more as he got to 45.
And Kleiman showing why he was a running back at the beginning of the season, showing some great vision there. Able to hit the hole hard and pick up that first down, Joe.
Credit to Los Altos not laying down and just kind of dying out. They're still trying to get some things worked out with their offense here. As we've moved under 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. 42-0. Gunn all over Los Altos. 3 backs in the backfield. They hand it off to Nisiao yet again. He tries to go wide to the left side, ends up losing a yard in the process as he's brought down.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here.
And down to 4 minutes and 15 seconds and counting here in the fourth quarter. Eagles line it up here for 2nd down and 10. From the 40-yard line, so not actually a loss on that last play. They hand it off to Orozco, working his way through the middle, still on his feet as he went against Sweat and fought his way all the way up, and they mark him very near the first down marker. So it all depends on the spot here for Los Altos.
And the Eagles continuing to fight here, not giving up. Like Coach Akala had said when we talked to him before the game, these guys continue to fight despite the lack of numbers, and that's what we're seeing here in the late fourth quarter here.
3rd down and short here. And a false start comes from Garcia, the left guard. And no correction, they're going to call encroachment.
Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
And under 3 minutes left to play, a first down comes after the penalty. Lamon set from under center, hands it off to the Upman as Kayan fighting his way forward. And he got up maybe about 2 yards on the play altogether.
Hafoka, number 55, in on that stop for the Titans.
Now they bring it up to the line, under 2:20 left to play in the ballgame. 2nd down and 9 here. Lyman taking the snap, faking the handoff. Now they pitch it the right side for Orozco. Breaks through a few tacklers and fights forward. So a bit of creativity gets Orozco out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good job there. They've been pounding the ball inside pretty consistently. Just trying to get that Titan defense to crash on that running back, hitting the hole on the inside and trying to get Orozco to the outside. A nice play call.
So under 1:45 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Los Altos up to the 40-yard line of the Titans. Lamb is set under center, 2 backs behind him. With the snap, he hands off, it's Kayan again fighting his way forward after breaking through the line of scrimmage. Picked up about 2 yards on the play. And 4th down upcoming. Couple of quick substitutions here for Los Altos.
And Joe, this has been a positive drive for them. I mean, we're under a minute here in the fourth quarter, but it's been a positive drive for the Eagles.
Up on 45 seconds left to play. Here's a snap, and ECL fumbles, diving on it as a Gunn defender, and the turnover there As Henry Matarosian, who was able to fall on it.
Well, it was, yeah. I couldn't quite see initially. So you'd expect victory formation, Joe, and they won't even need to really run a play here. There's less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, the running clock, there's nothing that Gunn has to do but accept that victory at 42-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with the player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Gunn Titans have defeated the Los Altos Eagles 42-0 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
welcome back to PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We are joined by our player of the game, Sean Lidster. And Sean, definitely a great game for you. You know, we heard earlier you're trying to break that school record for touchdowns, 6, and you had 3 in this ball game. How does it feel, though, to have great success thus far for your team this season?
It's great. You know, we came off on a pretty strong start in the season. We were expecting to, and then me as a first-year running back, you know, I'm hoping to improve throughout every game, and it seems to be working out pretty well.
Yeah, you know, you guys had also a great performance by your defense. How great is that for your team when your defense is able to step up for you like that?
It's great because our coach is pretty hard on our defense. Our offense steps up usually, but we've been working really hard on our defense, trying to get, you know, one-side players just for defense. It's working pretty good.
Hey, your quarterback, Guzman, obviously, he's been having a great game. Did throw his first interception of the year, but his balance, his ability to make smart decisions with the ball has really been great for your offense. How much has he really matured over the years that you've seen?
Actually, it's excellent.
Yeah.
I think his second season is much better. You know, he's pretty comfortable with our players, you know, coming from Palo. And it's great, you know, learning second year of offense too, so it's great. New playbook.
Our player of the game has been Sean Lidster, 3 touchdowns tonight. And did you actually figure out how many yards you had?
No.
Yeah, all right. Well, great performance by Sean. We thank you for joining us. Our player of the game, Sean Lidster, will be back with our post-game show right here on PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Ah, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We'll edit that one out. And sitting with Alex Richmond here and talk about tonight's game, a 42-0 victory for the Gunn Titans over the Los Altos Eagles, and really a dominating performance from start to finish for Gunn.
Yeah, Gunn was dominant, both sides of the ball, but offense is something I really want to focus on here in the post-game show. Such balance. You know, they're able to run the ball, and we talked about early on with their fullback too. He probably has over 60 carries for the year, and you really don't see that a lot with fullbacks. And so when you have a fullback that's pretty much a second running back, you know, a little bit different build from Lidster, but able to get the job done, and you have to account for him as well. And also the quarterback able to really throw the ball. Nice job, 2 touchdowns Guzman had through the air. First interception of the year. So, you know, he turned the ball over. It's only the second game they've had a turnover this year. So they really had an excellent job on offense.
Yeah, certainly the balance, the ability to have 2 different styles of running backs, a quarterback who's smart with the ball, as you mentioned, great decision-making, and really, as you said, I mean, only 2 turnovers so far. It's really rare to see a high school team take care of the ball so well at this level. Of course, you look at Los Altos, something we said a lot in the game. You're probably tired of hearing it, but it's a true story. The numbers were an issue for this team, only coming out with what looked like 20 players. Obviously, players are tired. You have players rotating in and out, and during practice only having 15. It really does have an effect on a team.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, like you said, we're a broken record here saying the numbers game. But you can't play if you don't have guys on the field. And most of the guys tonight were going both ways. They've been, you know, flip-flopping guys, different positions. There's not a lot of continuity. You had 2 quarterbacks coming in tonight, so the cadence is different. Everything's just shuffling around right now. And Coach Akala he's got a lot that he needs to you know, work with. But I think you know, in the end, he's going to be able to get this program in the right direction once they get their numbers back. I mean, they did taste success back in 2010 and 09. They won their league. That's when they were in the Dianza football league, and now they're in the El Camino division. So, you know, a little change there, and when they get their numbers back, I think they'll be, you know, get back on track.
So certainly something you can keep track of here on PlayOnSports.com. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. For our cameraman, Dave Cusson, our producer, Brad Young, and along with Alex Richmond, this is Joe Lahiff signing off, and we'll see you next time on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.